Good morning, guys. I wanted to get on here and make this video for you. We're diving in deep here to a topic that's maybe a little bit difficult to understand for some, but it's so interesting, so fascinating the more I think about it. And so I just want to open up this conversation and talk to you all about this because the more I talk about it, the more you're going to think about it. And the more you think about it, the more you're going to question what's possible. And that's actually what this video is about. So I was talking to my best friend on the phone about competition, and I came to a really powerful realization. And so I wanted to talk to you guys about this realization and sort of open up this conversation and push the boundaries of human possibility. So here's the thing. We were talking about racing as a competition, like when people participate in, say, let's go with an Olympic race. So here's the thing. Most people, I know so many people that would say second place is first loser. So if you get second place, it's because you're just the first loser. Okay, so there's one way to look at that where that can be true. But basically what you're doing when you say that is you're defining, here is my limiting belief. Here is where I accept the end of human possibility is that at the end of the race, it's over. At the end of the race, there is no more. If you're in second place, you just lost. And that can be true for you if you want that to be your belief of this is the boundary of what is possible. But what if, guys, that's not where it ends? And actually, it doesn't. Because let's think about this. Let's look at the Olympic races, for instance. We still do the Olympics every 4 years. Even though at the Olympics, a lot of times we have someone break speed records. They set a new boundary of what is humanly possible. And then we don't just stop there and say, okay, well, this person proved to us this is the fastest that a human being can run, so we're going to just stop there. No more Olympics. We're done. Everyone else is just a failure. No. Every year, or every 4 years, we still have the Olympics. And we still keep seeing people breaking the boundary of what is the fastest man, what is the fastest woman on this planet, what is the fastest that a human being can run. So if we look at it from this perspective, the race doesn't end when the race ends, because that's not the race. The race, competition, is here to reflect to us how we reflect to each other what is humanly possible, and how we reflect to each other the ability to question that. So in a race, these runners are running as fast as they think that they can run. And that second place runner is running as fast as they think that they can run. And because of the fact that that second place runner is running as fast as they think that they can run, that first place runner sees how fast that second place runner is running and says, they recognize something in that second place runner, and they say, another human being can run that fast. I can see the possibility in them that I could be like them and run that fast. What if I can run even faster? And there's this dance, this relationship in the race of these two people reflecting to each other. This is what's possible. Oh, wait, no. I have a question. Wait, what if this is what's possible? Oh, wait, no, what if this is what's possible? And then they reach the finish line for that particular race. But what if that's not the finish line? Why do we have Olympics again 4 years later? Because that's not the finish line. That was the point of the race. The point of the race was not to see who got first place and who got second place and who got third place, and only the first place winner takes something away. No, that first place person represents to all of humanity and every person that recognizes a runner in themselves to say, we now know that this is humanly possible to run this fast. And that's faster than it was that we knew last year. So what if I can run even faster 4 years from now? Do you see where I'm going here, guys? It's all about contrast. It's all about reflecting to each other what is humanly possible. So we only see second place as failure if we think the race ends there. Do you know how many times someone has won second place in the Olympics and come back and competed again and then won first place? Do you know why? It's because they recognize something in that first place person that they weren't owning in themselves. They recognized the possibility that they saw in this first place person, that they realized I wasn't owning that potential in myself. Now I can see it because this person got first place. I can see that potential in myself. And you know what? In 4 years, I'm going to come back and I'm going to actualize that potential. So see, the race didn't end there. The competition didn't end there. The purpose of competition is not to be there's a winner and there's a loser. The purpose of competition is to prove to each other, if I can do this, if you see what I'm doing and you feel jealous, don't feel jealous. You only feel jealous because there's something in me that you recognize that you're not owning in yourself. So let this be a challenge to you to own that in yourself. Go out there and be that. Be that thing that you think is not possible in you because I'm proving to you that it's possible in you because I'm doing it. And you recognize it in yourself and you're afraid to recognize it. So open your eyes to it, recognize it, and own that potential. Guys, that is the purpose of competition. It's not to prove who wins or loses. Competition is for us to reflect to each other that we can keep pushing the boundaries as humans. We can keep questioning our limiting belief of what is humanly possible. Competition is not here to create a winner and a loser. Competition is here to prove to humanity we will always be winners because we can see in each other. When a person is victorious, we can recognize in their humanity the possibility in ourselves and then push the boundary a little bit further. So every time we see a winner, if we feel jealous or if we feel proud, if you feel proud, it's because you see something in them that you see in yourself. If you feel envious, it's because you see something in there that is in yourself and you're not letting yourself see it. So see it. See it. See the fact that you have the possibility to push human boundaries just like they did, and then go do it. That's why we have competition. Stop looking at someone else's victory as being like, oh, well, they did that. I'll never be able to do that. So, obviously I should just give up. I'm a failure. If you see their victory, if you see what they accomplished, that they pushed the boundaries of what is humanly possible, if you're able to see that, then you're able to see your capacity to do the same. So find out what is true for you. Find out the boundary in yourself that you're wanting to question, that you're afraid to question, and then go and question it and push it. Because I promise you there's someone else out there that's going to watch your victory of pushing that boundary, and they're going to use that as the fuel to their fire to push their boundary in their life. Guys, we're all here to reflect to each other our ability, our capacity to be the most. And we're constantly pushing the boundary of what is the most. What is the most a human can be? And that's what I'm here for. My boundary is love. My boundary is learning to love myself so much that I can show up in the world with that amount of love for every human being. And it starts with me taking care of myself and my body. That's why I'm a health coach. Because that is the gateway in for me to find my self-love, was by realizing I can love my body and take care of it, and I can show myself every day how strong of a relationship I can create with myself, of love and compassion and understanding and connection with my body, so that then I can show up in the world as the most love-filled and fulfilled person and reflect that to other people that are afraid to love themselves and think, this is my boundary of this is where I stop loving myself. I can't go any further. I wish I could. Let me show you how, because I'm doing it every day. And if you think you can't do it, if you're jealous, if you're envious, or if you're hateful of the way that you see me loving myself, or if you're proud of the way that you see me loving myself, it's because you're able to do it too. So look at it, see it, and do it. Push that boundary even further. Let's do it together. Show me how much you can love yourself so that I can see what's humanly possible and then push that boundary. Let's do it together, guys. Let's be in this race. I'm in the race for love. That's what I'm in the race for. That's my competition in this world, is showing humans how possible it is to let go of judgment and love themselves and what that looks like in a human life. I want to push the boundary of what is possible and what that looks like. That's what I'm here to reflect and teach to people and show to people that they can do for themselves. And you can do it too. So guys, let's stop looking at competition as being this short-term, oh, well, this person won, so therefore everyone else has lost or I've lost. No, that's not how it works. As long as you're alive, we are competing. And competition is not about winning and losing. Competition is about pushing the boundary of what is possible. And then showing to other people, hey, look, we thought this was possible before, and that was it. But look what I just did. I pushed past it. So now you can question, is the boundary that I just created really all that's possible, or can you push past that? Let's see if we can keep pushing each other past that boundary that we keep creating. Until the day we die, how far can we push each other to push past that boundary? Second place is not the first loser. Second place is the pusher that helped that person actualize their boundary was not their boundary. If I can be that for someone in their life, oh, I hope to God I can be second place. I hope that the capacity that I am learning that I'm capable to love at, if that's second place, I want to see what first place looks like. I want to see that in another human being. And then I can question in myself if that's really my capacity. And push. And watch them push. And we keep pushing until the day we die. But you know what? The day that we die is the day that the next generation gets to see, oh, this is where Seth and that other guy left off with proving to us how far we can go with our ability to love. And they showed us we can go this far. Can we go farther? Yes, we can. And I may not be the person that wins first place at the end of my life, but that's okay because I'm going to be the person that keeps pushing whoever is in first place to keep questioning the boundary until the day I die. And that's the point of the competition. So guys, competition is not about winning and losing. Let's start reflecting. That's what we're here for. We are here to provide reflection and contrast to each other of what is humanly possible. That is the basis of competition. And in that, there is no failure. There is no losing. We need to let go of this unhealthy model of competition, that it's about winning and losing. It's not about that. It's not about that. Every time someone, quote unquote, wins a competition, what they did is they provided humanity with an example of pushing past what is humanly possible so that the next person can question the boundary that they set. So we can just keep doing that, keep doing that, keep doing that. That's what competition is here for. So guys, let's compete. I'm in the competition of showing humanity what is possible to create in a life with love. Who's with me? Who's with me? Let's jump in, start off by loving our bodies, connecting with them again, and letting them show us what we can push. What boundary can I push with myself, my life, and my body by starting to love it? And then starting to love other people with that same amount of love. What can I push them to push? Let's do it together. Let's do it. I'm excited to see what happens. So guys, competition. It's not about winning and losing. It's about reflecting. So let's start reflecting. Let's keep competing, but recognize there's no end to this competition. There is no end to it. You get to define when that end is. So don't define it as being any time within your lifetime. Don't define it as that. Don't even define it. This competition keeps going even after you're dead because you provide an example of what is humanly possible up until you die, and then someone else gets to carry that boundary even further. I think that's all. I'm going to leave it here for you guys. I'm going to leave this message here. Leave this conversation open. I hope you guys have some thoughts, some questions, some comments, whatever. Leave them below. Discuss this with your friends. Discuss this with me. Open up the conversation. Share the conversation with people. Guys, I want to get this out there. I want to get it out there. So that's all I have for you. I love you all. I'll talk to you all again soon. And yeah, let's go compete. Ciao.